private sector has a role to play when it comes to, say, the reconstruction of Gaza?
I don't think Ukraine is going to be abandoned, but I think for years, again, it was the same thing as the last answer, which is, well, we want to attack Russia, we want to do this, well, when it comes to actually writing a check ourselves, no, the US is going to do it. The American public doesn't have an appetite for that. Since they do their part, I think he can be, the greatest construction manager in the... So there was no appetite for that, but that didn't stop a Republican Party from saying it's the #1 issue. It's not, and we actually have to listen to the will of those people. So we want peace, we want to stop the death, but I even saw that yesterday where, on this very stage, what was the idea for Europe, who is on the border of Ukraine, who has much more at stake if this happens? Well, our plan is to win economically when pressed on the issue. How are you going to do that? Well, we're just going to wait for Russia to go bankrupt. That's not a plan. That's not an idea. How dare you do this? I mean, that's a far greater, clear... Because America has set a precedent for decades that they'll just write the check. But if the will of the people isn't there, everyone needs to step up, everyone has to do their share, and that includes what's happening here in the Middle East. If we do that collectively, we can get to an answer. But if we default to the old ways of America's just going to be the big idiot with a checkbook, that's not going to work. The reality is that the way that China has conducted themselves, especially in Africa as it relates to rare earth...
But is your hunch that President Trump is going to walk away?
I think he may. What's good about my father and what's unique about my father is you don't know what he's going to do. The fact that he's not predictable, he's not following the playbook of every clown who's, again, been a bureaucrat for decades, you don't know. And so that forces everyone to actually deal in an intellectually honest capacity, which has not happened in far too long.
Ahmed, thank you both so much.
Thank you.